Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Thank you for joining our daily halacha. Tonight, we will discuss the halachas of the 3 weeks when it comes to the topic of making weddings, engagements, and making festive meals during, to commemorate and celebrate these events. So there's a difference in minhagim, a difference in custom between Ashkenazi and Sephardi customs. The Ashkenazi custom is that no weddings may be held during the entire 3 weeks. That goes from Yud Zayin, like we all know, Yud Zayin Tammuz, Shavasar B'Tammuz, until after Tisha B'Av. And the Sephardi custom is that weddings can be held during the 3 weeks until Rosh Chodesh Av. Now, even during 3 weeks, according to Sephardi minhag, you can make a wedding. You can also have music by this wedding. You could serve a festive meal by this wedding. And Ashkenazim can, if they're invited to such a wedding, they can join the wedding, participate, and listen to the music as well. That's the deal with weddings. That's halacha with weddings. Now, technically, from Rosh Chodesh Av until Tisha B'Av, not including Tisha B'Av, but from Rosh Chodesh Av until the 8th of Av, according to the Sephardi minhag, one would be permitted to get married, to do Kedushin, to get married, if he did not fulfill the mitzvah of having children. Because the mitzvah of Puravu overrides the custom of not getting married due to the mourning. However, Rav Avadia writes that it's not appropriate, and therefore, even though technically it would be permitted, and that would be technically without a Suda, you would not be able to have a Suda, you would not be able to have music, but you would technically be able to get married, but it's not, Rav Avadia writes again that it's not appropriate to get married and to have such a festive celebration when the rest of the Jewish people are mourning over the loss of the Batei Mikdash, over the Batei Mikdash. Okay, the Ashkenazi minhag, just to go back to that point for a second, Ashkenazi minhag is even if a person did not fulfill the mitzvah of having children, he would still not be able to get married during the 3 weeks. Okay, in terms of having an engagement party or a tanaim, some Ashkenazi customs, well, there's always a tanaim by the wedding, but some before the wedding there's a tanaim, which is a formal agreement to get married. But usually it's done right before the wedding. Hasidim, I think, do it before, when they get engaged. But either way, a person would be allowed during the 3 weeks, according to the Ashkenazi minhag, and according to the Sephardi minhag as well, a person would be allowed to have an engagement, make an engagement or a tanaim, or both. And the Ashkenazi minhag is that a person would be allowed to make a suda, a festive meal, even during the 3 weeks from Shavasar B'Tammuz until Rosh Chodesh Av. After Rosh Chodesh Av, if one gets engaged and makes an engagement like a vart or an engagement party, one would not be able to make a full meal, but he would be able to make to have some sort of get together with serve light refreshments like cakes, fruit, something like that. According to Ashkenazi, that would be according to Ashkenazi minhag. According to the Sephardi minhag as well, a person would be allowed to have an engagement or a formal engagement party, or actually have a formal proposal and get engaged. However, and to finalize the agreement without doing actual kedushin, without doing the actual act of marriage, but however, they would not be able to make an elaborate meal as well to commemorate, to celebrate the event of the engagement. Tomorrow, Mirz Hashem, will discuss music during the 3 weeks and during the 9 days, and also, let's say someone is a musician by trade, the difference in halachas when it comes to that. Thank you for joining. We'll continue tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening.